Growing up, I used to see my mom make fish rolls all the time, and it used to be one of her specialties. I mean, she used to be the queen of fish rolls. I am Chanazi, and all I do is twist the little things my mom showed me in her beautiful, beautiful traditional kitchen. And today I'm going to be sharing these delicious fish rolls with you. We're going to look at the techniques that my mom used to use. So for our filling, we're going to be using sardine, but my mom used to use fresh fish, all right? And now we have some sliced veggies. I sliced my spring onions, my yellow capsicum, the red capsicum, and the orange capsicum. And I also have my diced onions. Right, so here are my onions. I set this aside, and I also have here some carrots. My mom used to add green beans to that, but I didn't have green beans at home, so I just had to make do with this, right? So yes, I'm just going to use a fork to mash my sardine to my desired consistency. All right. So I'm just going to mash that and set it aside. Now for our dough, we're going to be needing some flour. I'm using 4 cups of flour. I have here some nutmeg, some baking powder, and some salt. I'm going to leave the measurements in the description box. And then here I have some sugar. Sugar is optional, all right? I also have some water, some margarine as well. I'm going to leave all the details in the description box below. So we're going to start by adding all our dry ingredients in our bowl of flour. Just add that and mix together. You can use your hands to do that. I'm just using a whisker. So once you're done with that, add in your butter. You can use butter or margarine. So once you do that, use your hands and mix everything until you have a grainy texture. Your texture should feel like a moist sand or moist gari, right? So you can see, yeah, when you have this texture, then you can go ahead and start adding your water. Just add your water gradually, add the water gradually until you have a smooth dough. You can see our dough, we're beginning to get there. Just mix it gently. You just need to put in a little bit of muscle. Now, at this stage, I'll be adding about a teaspoon of margarine. Just add it to your dough and then knead it nicely. Just knead it nicely. That the last part is optional. I mean, the last quantity of butter I added is optional. You can leave that out. All right. Now, once you mix it until you have this consistency, this texture, your dough is good. And now it's time to transfer your dough on a work surface. Just transfer your dough on a work surface. You can go ahead and knead it a little bit again for about 2 to 3 minutes. Then use your knife to slice it. Now you can slice them into smaller bits. So I'm going to have about 15 or 14 slices, and then I'll just wrap them between my palms and make small balls. Once you're done with your balls, just let it sit, just let it rest. You're going to allow it rest for about 30 minutes. All right. So just allow it to rest for about 30 minutes. While that is resting, I'm going to go ahead and make my filling. So you just put a bit of oil, about a tablespoon of oil in a pot, add in some salt, go ahead and add your onions once your oil is hot. Now just stir fry your onion until translucent and then go in with your carrots. Now I'm adding my carrots first because carrots are a bit harder compared to the other veggies that I'm going to be using. All right. Next, I'm adding in the rest of the vegetables, the spring onions and the um, bell peppers. Next, I added about half a teaspoon of pepper for some heat. I'm using Cameroon pepper. You can use fresh Scotch bonnet pepper as well if you have some. So that's optional too. If you do not want any heat, you can leave that out. Then I tasted and adjusted my salt. I just did it for about a minute. Then I added in um my sardine. Now I just added my sardine and gave it a good mix. I also went ahead to add a tablespoon of love. Always remember, always remember to add love to your cooking, all right? So I added my love to it, mixed everything, and we were good. So we are back on our table on our work surface, and it's time to flatten our dough. So we're going to flatten our dough. Just spread your dough a little bit, flatten your dough, and give it some kind of a triangular shape. Now you want it to look like a triangle, and then flatten it. Once your dough is flat enough, then go ahead and add your filling. Now you want to be generous with your filling, all right, darlings? You want to be generous with your filling. This is fish roll, so it is not oil roll. So do not use your finger and rub some oil there. And so once you wrap it, just take your time and wrap it gently, and then continue with the same process. All right, just continue with the same process until you're done with your about 15 doughs. Now just remember to be generous with your filling, and when you're wrapping it, make sure you do not create space. You need to close the sides properly so that oil doesn't get into it, or your filling doesn't come out of your rolls. So we are done with our wraps. We are done wrapping our rolls, and it's time to begin frying. Our oil is hot, and we are dipping in our fish rolls. Now I'm reusing oil. I'm reusing the oil I used to fry some chicken. So it's going to add more flavor to my fish rolls. But that said, you can use clean oil. All right. So just let it cook on medium heat until they are golden brown like so, and then you're free to take them off the heat. Now, if you have some pepper sauce, you can add that to it. I didn't have pepper sauce, but I'm going to do that in a different video. I'm going to show you how my mom used to do this, and you will enjoy it with pepper sauce on the side. I'm going to show you how. I'm going to make a complete video of the exact thing that my mom used to do. I'm going to do that for you guys. All right. So thank you so much for watching. We've come to the end of our video, and this is what our fish roll looks like. Oof, this was lovely. It was lovely. I enjoyed it. We all had fun. We all enjoyed it. All right. You can have this with some tea, with some pap. You can also have it with pepper as a dip, like I said earlier. And if you have some fresh juice, that too is going to be a blast. I love you all. Bye.